guys and gals, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming, and some of you know me on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you with another Let's Play episode of Remember the Flowers. So y'all, before we jump into it, just wanted to let y'all know that our Patreon is now up for as little as $5. Y'all can help support the channel as we move across the country. Yep, we're moving across the country, y'all. It's going to be a very expensive trip, so anything y'all can throw at us will be greatly appreciated. This is going to be an expensive move. Anyway, y'all, but it'll be, hopefully, to our final home for quite a long time. Anyway, if y'all donate to the channel, y'all get exclusive access to our community Discord server, permanent access, I should add, and y'all will get access to our future upcoming Not Safe for Work videos. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump right back in. Alarm chain, you are up, and let's go. Right. I also have a nice little handcrafted drink over here that I have made. I'll take a picture of it, post it on Twitter. Yeah, okay. You're in good hands, Cyrus. I promise. I take a shaky breath before shaking my head. You're right. Sorry, I shouldn't let myself get spooked like that. On the contrary, I'm glad you're thinking pragmatically. But it's up to you to decide what you can and can't handle. You're pretty sure you can handle a cross-country drive, right? Yeah, I'm sure. But... Uh-oh. Another but already? Can you, teach me to defend myself? Silver blinks and looks up in thought. I'm sure I could teach you a thing or two. Is that why you've been doing self-defense training with Karen? Among other things, yeah. Sure, we can try and teach you the basics, while out and about. Thanks, I'd appreciate it. I even got some wooden knives we can use. Aaron would blow a gasket if he saw us training for real. I'll give you the beginner's course in the meantime. I'd expect nothing less. I've heard you are a decent teacher after all. Shut up. Oh yeah, while it's loading the next scene, I'm gonna take a picture of this drink, y'all! Take a picture of this drink. Hold up, drink. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful drink. 1 second, y'all. Don't go away. Stay right there. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful drink. Okay. There we go. Alright, y'all. I got the drink. And we are good to go. Okay. Alright. As I start loading up some spare equipment by the bikes, I let out a nasty yawn. We're parked underneath the rock formation, shielding the elevator to the underground. Aaron showed me how to use a smaller elevator embedded in the walls for casual trips to the surface. It's right before sunrise, so the desert is still pretty cool. Karen and Silver are talking about when and where to pick up gas if he needs to. Aaron and Kanto were drawing a makeshift map guiding us to our destination. I still wish you had told me about this. I could have come along. It was a spur-of-the-moment thing, babe. Besides, I'm going to split off before we get there for my own assignment. We haven't gotten a chance to really talk yet. I know, I'm sorry. I've been a little overwhelmed with everything lately. Are you two fighting? No. No! Ah. It's been a while, but we can try to plan a group vacation later this year if you want. Oh, I want to go to the beach. Ew, pass. What's wrong with the beach? Sand, water, crabs, count me out. Wuss. I could go for a swim. Oh, perfect. I have a bathing suit I've been meaning to try out. That didn't take long. It never does. We all chuckle. Alrighty, I think we have pretty much everything we need. We know where to go in an emergency and have enough food for at least 2 weeks. Silver puts on his hood. Then let's head out, while it's still cool. Sounds good to me. I'm riding in your sidecar, Aaron? Yep, hopefully it's comfortable enough. Just let me know if you need anything. Wait! Oh. We all turn at the sudden call. It's Vita. They're panting by the elevator door. Looks like they ran here. Uh-oh. Vita? I'm sorry, I forgot to give you something, Cyrus Cantwell. Vita slowly jogs to catch up to us. It is unbearably cold out here. You left? Vita holds out a parcel to me before I can continue. Here, some extra serum and a small maintenance kit. For while you're gone. Oh, thank you, Vita. It's nothing. I also left you some dried tea leaves. Something to mix it up with while you were on the road. Second, y'all. It is Drink time. Oh my god. It's so good. It's basically Monster Zero energy mixed with pineapple juice. It's so good. They look around frantically. With a gasp, they stop and look to the right, eyes wide. We all turn to look and see what's caught their attention. Oh. Ooh. Oh, man. The rising sun. Vita's face is the softest I've ever seen as they silently admire the sky at its most beautiful. It's been years since I've seen the rising sun. I had almost forgotten just how inspiring it is. Yeah, it is. Karen places a paw on Vita's shoulder. Do you want to stay up for a little while longer? We can go back down when you're ready. Vita tries to put their serious face back on. Yes, just for a short time. You got it. We'll see you when we get back, alright? I'm sure you will. Have a good trip, Cyrus Cantwell. I give them a nod before turning toward Aaron and Silver. Ready to get the show on the road? I thought you'd never ask. Aaron chuckles as he leads us over to the bikes. He easily lifts me up and into the sidecar. These are helmets Kanto made for us. They have a headset inside so we can talk to each other while we're driving. You're welcome! Kanto shouts from behind us. Aaron yells a thank you over to him. He has a smug smile on his face. I'll drive in the front and let you know if anything suspicious happens. Sounds like a plan. Aaron gets onto the bike and then straps his helmet on, prompting me to do the same. Alright, let's move out. With he and Silver start to rev their engines. I am now aware of the fact that I've never ridden a motorbike before, but at the same time, I'm excited. I'd be horrified, honestly. Nothing against motorcycles or those who ride them, I just do not want to get on one. I require at least 3 wheels on the road. Three-wheeled bike? Maybe. I turn to look back at the crew and wave at them. Before I know it, we start moving slowly forward. We start speeding down the highway, leaving them to shrink over the horizon. Aaron starts speaking to me loud and clear. You doing all right? Oh, yes. I turn my attention towards the rising sun with a smile on my face. This music's awesome. Never better. Yeah, that music's awesome. Hopefully it's not copyrighted. Oh, look at that. Chapter 13. Lucky. That looks a little bit like Nevada. Maybe it is. Every now and... Wait, chapter 13? Ah, we're already on 13? Jesus. Okay, then. Chapter 13. Lucky. Every now and then I check my Axiom to see how long we've been driving. The shift in time zone makes it kind of awkward to figure out, though. The town we ported from was only a few miles away from the underground base. Unlike the capsule motel, the ports made for vehicles are much more complicated in scale. There's a giant arch that lights up a sky blue at the end of a short runway, acting as a gateway. It's almost like driving into a force field, and it feels just as disorienting as you'd think it would be. Before I know it, we were speeding halfway across the country. If we were in Arizona before, we're somewhere around Tennessee now. This does not look like Tennessee. I feel like a little kid watching the world around me go by as we drive on this decrepit road. We've passed through a few cities as well. Needless to say, it's painfully clear how unlucky this part of the country was during the fall. Despite the fact that we ported away from the desert hours ago, the countryside is still a total wasteland. The only difference is that there's slightly more trees than before. Alright, 1 second, y'all. It is water time. Well, not water time. Y'all know what time it is. That's an Aries handcrafted drink time. So, Cyrus, you ever been here? I don't think so. Most of my family stayed around the northern parts of the U.S. I see. And you moved across the country for school, yeah? Sure did. Both myself and Diana got into a med program in Arizona, and we traveled back and forth throughout the year. Did you drive? That sounds like it'd take a long time. We did the first time we moved, to bring everything with us. After that, we flew between breaks if we needed to. Flew? Like in hovercraft? No, we had machines called airplanes that we used to fly all over. Commercially? Really? Yeah, as long as you could afford it, you could go anywhere in the world. Wow. Besides the occasional boat, we don't have anything that could easily do that. Can't use the capsule ports? Aaron chimes in. Porting between countries isn't really a thing yet. For one, our country is still in the process of rebuilding everything. Not to mention how the previous nation royally screwed up our foreign relations. It's been a struggle to make a name for ourselves, and until then, we don't really port in or out of the country. Have there been talks of attaining sovereignty? Yes, mainly by Resume. Why doesn't that surprise me? Because they're a fascist organization hell-bent on taking over and exploiting massive amounts of people. Couldn't have put it better myself. We can only hope that the boss's plan actually panned out. Aaron pauses a moment before continuing. I really shouldn't tell you any of this, though. Don't worry, I will. Titania wants to try to unify the country again and then elect a democratic regime. Silver! What? He's going to find out anyway. Besides, give Kanto some credit. They couldn't tap into our comms even if they tried. Even so, I don't want to overwhelm Cyrus. I'm feeling pretty good, actually. Makes me happy to be filled in like this. Ah, yes, you're right. Sorry, Cyrus. You don't have to apologize, Aaron. You know I'm very appreciative of how much you look after me. Helps that you're nice to be around. Anyway, while I don't know the exact details, Titania is pretty dedicated to this cause. She funded the Resistance nearly on her own this whole time. Is she a well-known figure? I also don't know about that. I've only met her once, and that was through a video call. She has a serious aura about her that makes it hard not to do what she says. What about you, Aaron? You've met her in person before, right? Just once as well, when she promoted me to the leader of the squad. I can hear a breathy sigh come from Aaron. You don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. And you call me considerate. I'm fine, don't worry. It was a complicated time. It was shortly after we kicked Lance out of the group. Ah, yes, Lance. A giant doctor looms over me as I try to sign my release papers. Are you having trouble, sir? Is your arm acting up at all? No, I'm just thinking. I feel awkward holding the pen in my paw. What the hell did Cyrus teach me again? Fuck me. Oh, Mr. Krager, allow me. The weasel easily slips the clipboard and pen out of my tense grasp. You'll have to forgive him. He didn't have a proper education. Oh, I see. My condolences. You're all so wonderful, taking in those with an unfortunate upbringing. It's what we do. Think nothing of it. And there. I believe that's all you need. Yes, thank you, sir. Please give my regards to the board of directors. But of course, keep up the good work, Doctor. Can we go now? Impatient, aren't we? I suppose being cooped up for so long will do that to a man. Second now, it is drink time. I start tugging on that damn collar he put on me. Just feeling a little claustrophobic. As you should. You'll have to excuse us, Doctor. We really must be going. Understood. Again, thank you for all your hard work and generous support. We look forward to serving you again. I'm sure we'll be back before you know it. Don't worry. Huh. Look. The weasel starts walking and wordlessly gestures for me to follow. With a scoff, I stuff my paws in my pants pockets and do as I'm told. Again. You know, you really do have to work on your public appearance. No one's going to want to work with you with that attitude of yours. That's fine by me. I work better solo anyway. I'm sure you're quite experienced in that regard. I start to imagine what the inside of the weasel's neck might taste like. Oop. Okay, they're leaving. Artemis directs me to what I assume is his own car. It's a sleek and simple design, much like everything else in this boring city. After getting in the vehicle, I struggle to put on the seatbelt to the point that the weasel has to strap me in himself. Honestly, what can you do? I can think of a few things off the top of my head, including biting yours off. My, Mr. Krager. Keep this up and I might have to show you how many volts an Arcadia collar can send through the average male body. I start gripping the side of the seat I'm sitting in with pure frustration. I suggest you ruin your thigh before my pure leather seats, Mr. Krager. And if you do, please be mindful of the blood. I'm going to go fucking insane. Speaking of another major fuck-up, why don't you give me a little more to work with in regards to your previous, employment? Where are you taking me? Alright, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Leave a super thanks or tip if you can. It always helps. And be sure to check out that, Patreon, y'all. Anyway, I love you all. I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.